Syracuse women's basketball opens up this season with a win, 66-54 over the Ohio Bobcats. Alongside Tim Leonard, I'm Jack McMullen. Tim, this was a 12-point win for Syracuse that really didn't feel like a 12-point win at times. Ohio kept it really close early.
Yeah, they came out of the gates really good, and this is a tough test for Syracuse in game number 1. An Ohio team that returns a lot of good players from last year, most notably CC Hooks. One of 6 steals she had tonight. Averaged 17 points per game last year. She had 17 tonight. It was doing a lot in the early goings to help build a big lead for Ohio. They led by 16 at one point.
Pretty on par with her season last year, right? The MAC Defensive Player of the Year. She broke her own steals record last year, but in the second quarter, it was the newcomers for Syracuse that got it going. Brooke Alexander and then Talia Washington, too. This time, at the end of the first half, this was insane from Nunu Washington.
This buzzer beater is highlight reel, bouncing behind the three-point line. She had a great game tonight, double figures in her first career game, first college game. Syracuse really stepped up in the second half, got into an offensive rhythm. Everything was going right for them. The bank for Tiara Lewis, and she had a special game. 16 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds in her first career start.
Pretty incredible from her, the former 5-star, her first start at Syracuse, the Ohio State transfer. But she was working in transition, she was hitting from 3, and she was distributing. Looking at the stats right now, it was a resurgent shooting game for Syracuse after a rough first quarter. Those 3 balls, they were on par with where they were last year, and head coach Quentin Hillsman said, we want to run and we want a gun.
And Ohio does too, and they did a great job defending the 3 as well. Ohio started out shooting pretty well and also took advantage of the size advantage. 54 total rebounds, a good start for Syracuse.
The Orange have a week off, and they can rest this weekend going 1-0. A 66-54 win over Ohio. For Tim Leonard, I'm Jack McMullen saying so long from the Carrier Dome. Syracuse cruises to a 12-point win.